What if the life you dream of isn't waiting somewhere far ahead, but hidden in the choices you make today? What if discipline isn't about restriction, but the gateway to your freedom? This is your journey. One decision, one moment, one habit at a time. Let's begin. The quiet power within, discovering your inner command. There is a voice inside you, steady, patient, and persistent. It does not shout. It does not beg for attention, but it is there. Beneath the noise, beneath the distractions, beneath the emotional storms it waits. This is the quiet power of self-discipline. Not the kind that forces you into rigid routines or punishes you for every slip. No, this discipline is a choice, a daily return to your center. You've felt it before. The moment you paused before reacting. The time you woke up early, not because you had to, but because something inside said it mattered. Those moments may feel small, but they are sacred. They are evidence that you can command yourself not through control, but through clarity. Self-discipline is not a battle, it's a relationship, a conversation between your present self and the future you're building. Every time you say not now to a fleeting temptation, you're saying yes to something deeper. Every time you take a step forward, even a small one, you're answering your own call. And no, it doesn't always feel heroic. Often, it's invisible. It happens when no one is watching, when you choose water over comfort, when you close the app, when you finish what you start. These choices build something quiet but unshakable inside you. Brick by brick, you're laying the foundation of a life you trust. Your inner command isn't found in perfection. It's found in your return. You will fall. You will forget. But the discipline is in your return, the return to purpose, to focus, to yourself. That's the true power. It's yours. It always has been. And when you listen closely, when you slow down and breathe, you can hear it, not in fear, not in force, but in calm, in steady breath. In that whisper that says, you can. So begin here, not with a dramatic overhaul, but with a gentle acknowledgement. You are already powerful. You are already capable. And like any great power, it needs care. It needs space. It needs roots. Because once you recognize the strength within you, the next question becomes, how will you shape your mind to sustain it? The mind is a garden, cultivating mental resilience. Your mind is a living garden. Each thought, each belief, each choice is a seed. And like all gardens, what you nurture will take root whether it serves you or not. Resilience doesn't appear overnight. It grows slowly, almost invisibly, through seasons of struggle and care. It is the quiet strength that takes hold beneath the surface. You don't control every storm that reaches your soil, but you do control what you plant, what you prune, and how you respond. Fear will visit, doubt will whisper. But you don't have to let them grow wild. You can acknowledge them, then plant something stronger beside them. Truth, courage, purpose. Mental resilience is not about feeling strong all the time. It's about returning to your center when you feel weak. It's when you feel overwhelmed and still choose to breathe. It's waking up tired, but moving forward with grace. It's tending to your thoughts like a patient gardener, pulling out the weeds, watering what matters, and trusting that growth is happening even when you can't see it. It takes consistency, the kind that feels small in the moment, choosing stillness over scrolling, speaking kindly to yourself instead of harshly, replacing "I can't" with "I will try." These are small actions, but they are seeds of resilience. The more you plant them, the stronger your inner roots become. And like any real garden, it helps to step back and observe. Notice your patterns. What thoughts dominate your mornings? What feelings return at night? What do you feed your mind each day? Not just in crisis, but in calm? Mental resilience isn't a skill reserved for the brave. It's a practice available to anyone willing to show up, especially when it's hard. There is beauty in knowing that your mind is yours to tend. No matter how chaotic the world feels, you can always return to the soil of your own strength. You can always begin again. And as your roots deepen and your clarity sharpens, you'll begin to notice something new. A quiet vision taking shape home that needs a plan, a path, a purpose. The bridge between dream and reality, the art of goal setting. A dream is the spark. It ignites your imagination, gives shape to your longings. But a dream without direction floats. It drifts like fog over still water, beautiful but unreachable. To bring your dream to life, you must give it form. And that form is a goal. A goal is not just an end, it's a path. A decision to turn possibility into process. You don't need to have every detail figured out. You only need to take one clear step, then another, and another. Each step you take lays a plank on the bridge between where you are and where you're meant to be. Start by asking yourself, what do I truly want? Strip away the noise, the expectations, the pressure. What feels right to you, not what impresses others, but what awakens you. Once that vision becomes clear, translate it, break it down. Instead of be successful, define success. Instead of get healthy, ask how. Instead of change my life, decide where to begin. This is the art of goal setting, taking a vast horizon and drawing a map toward it. Your goals are signposts. They keep you from wandering in circles. They help you measure progress and build confidence. Even the small goals matter, especially the small ones. They create rhythm, motion, and momentum. And when it gets hard, as it always does, go back to your why. Let it be your anchor when motivation fades. Goals are not rigid chains. They are living guides. You can adjust them, reroute, refine. The point is not perfection. The point is progress. And every time you revisit your goals, you reconnect with your direction. Remember, it's not about giant leaps. It's about grounded steps. A consistent walk across a bridge of your own making. And with every day that you act in alignment with your goals, the dream gets closer. Not by chance, but by choice. And once you begin walking with purpose, you'll see that obstacles are not detours. They are part of the path. They are the tests that ask, how badly do you want it, and how strong are you willing to become to reach it? Fire and friction, overcoming obstacles with grace. Obstacles are not meant to break you. They're meant to shape you. They arrive uninvited, sometimes quietly, sometimes with force, but always with a purpose. Each challenge is fire. And fire doesn't only burn. It also refines. It sculpts. It reveals what is strong enough to stay. You will face resistance. From the outside. From within. But resistance is not a sign to turn back. It's a signal that you're growing. Just as muscle is built through tension, so too is character. When the path becomes hard, it means you're carving a new one. Your past self wasn't ready for, but your present self is stepping into. What matters is not avoiding the friction, but learning how to meet it with grace. Grace does not mean weakness. It means presence. It means breathing through the discomfort instead of fighting it. It means pausing, reflecting, choosing your response with care. The strongest people are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who fall, feel, and still rise with calm resolve. You do not need to force your way through every obstacle. Sometimes, the wisest move is to wait, to listen, to learn. Other times, it's to act boldly and step forward even when the outcome is uncertain. Wisdom lives in knowing the difference. Strength lives in accepting both. Let your pain speak, but not dictate. Let your fear whisper, but not control. And when you stumble, you will remember that stumbling is not failing. It's part of the walk. Each setback gives you insight. Each delay, perspective. Each disappointment, depth. These are not detours. They are layers of you unfolding. Think of every obstacle as a mirror. It reflects your mindset, your habits, your reactions. And with each reflection, you gain the chance to choose differently, to grow more patient, more grounded, more aware of who you're becoming. You are not here to live an easy life. You are here to live a meaningful one. One built through fire, forged through friction, guided by a quiet strength that doesn't fade. And when you begin to move through life this way, with grace in hardship, with calm in the storm, you realize something deeper. It's not just about surviving the day. It's about learning to own it. Command your days, shape your life. Every morning, the world hands you a blank canvas, quiet, untouched, full of potential. What you choose to place on it becomes the shape of your life. Not in grand gestures or rare opportunities, but in the ordinary hours you often overlook. That's where your power lives. In your mornings, in your focus, in your choices, when no one is watching. Commanding your day does not mean controlling every minute. It means leading your energy with intention. It means deciding who you want to become and aligning your actions with that identity. When you do that, even the smallest task becomes purposeful. You're no longer reacting to life. You're designing it. Start small, not with a schedule that overwhelms, but with one that grounds you. Wake up just a little earlier. Move your body with care. Create before you consume. Protect your mind before the world floods in. These are not rules. They are rituals, anchors that connect you to your purpose. And yes, there will be days when it's hard, when distraction feels easier, when motivation runs dry. That's where discipline steps in, not as a burden, but as a bridge. Discipline keeps you steady when emotions sway. It carries you through when your mind forgets your why. Every moment you choose presence over autopilot, you reclaim a piece of your time. Every task completed with intention is a brick in the foundation of your future. Your habits are not just routines, they are votes. Votes for the kind of life you want to live. Votes for the kind of person you are becoming. You are not here to drift. You are here to direct. To lead your time with clarity, not chaos. To move through the day with presence, not pressure. Life doesn't demand perfection. It asks for participation. And you have more control than you think, not over outcomes, but over effort, mindset, and movement. So rise each day not to chase time, but to honor it. Your life is not waiting for a better moment. It is happening now, in this hour, in this breath. And as you begin to live with that awareness, one quiet question emerges. If you can shape your life, what will you dare to build next? If this message spoke to you, don't let it fade. Act on it. Start with one simple choice today that your future self will thank you for. Subscribe for more empowering content. Drop a comment. What's one habit you're ready to take command of starting now? Share this with someone who needs that quiet push forward. You've heard the call now. Take the lead. This is your time.